Hello friends! In this video we shall discuss one of the letter combinations of the 72 names of God that will help us bring a ray of light into the darkness. There is no doubt that the collective experience we are undergoing right now is learning the hard way. One of the reasons for the difficulty we experience is our inability as individuals and as a collective to see why we are being led through the tortuous path of hardship and challenge. Between us and the spiritual worlds, there is a veil of concealment that does not allow us to see the complete story and the calculation system of creation. We are currently going through a phase of collective expansion of vessels, which is part of our overall rectification process. But in most cases, we don't know what we are supposed to rectify because of the screens that block our wider vision. Creation summons to us challenging and complex life dramas with which we have to cope, and by that make spiritual transformations and grow. Until we know and understand the essence of the drama and its purpose, we will not be able to transform our vessels and receive a feeling of light. To rectify ourselves and get out of the complex situation more developed and empowered. According to the Kabbalah, with every offense that has ever been committed in the world or in our society, a certain impairment is generated in creation that must undergo rectification. Following the impairment, the collective conscious vessel is expanded. Expansion of vessels can occur at the individual level as well as at the collective level. A certain vessel, personal or collective, that has been expanded needs to be transformed so the screens that block it are removed and the light can fill it. And why exactly in the current period has the process become so intense? Because in this generation we are supposed to close circles, to rise to a higher stage of development in our evolution. And here is another reason for our lack of understanding. Beyond the accelerated collective expansion of vessels, in this generation, many people take it upon themselves to rectify additional vessels, some of which they did not create, for transgressions that they did not commit. It is possible that through their hardship and coping, they are rectifying misconducts for all of humanity. Before we see ourselves as helpless victims carrying the negative karma of other people, we must remember that all humanity is one big organism, and all souls have emerged from the same root. It is almost certain that the spiritual awakened people among us received the most powerful spiritual strength that enables the rectification of human society. And for this purpose, we have at our disposal powerful spiritual tools, among which are holy names. Here is a letter combination from the 72 names of God that will help us speed up the pace of transformation. The name Yod-Chet-Vav empowers those who learn and develop through difficulty and tough challenges. It can show us what the difficulty and challenge is based on, which started from a very deep root in the past. Yod-Chet-Vav accelerates the transformation by planting in us the understanding of the events that happened, to allow us to complete the process, so we don't have to pay with the same coin for an offense committed in the past. It brings light into us that dispels the darkness. When a person fails to mobilize the powers of the soul and resistant forces work against him, the name Yod-Chet-Vav helps him discover the Creator in his life when he is on a painful path and in miserable experiences. When we implement this name and inscribe it into the body and mind, we receive messages from heaven that help us see the big picture. We get deep insights, clarity of thought, and then we are able to rectify and transform. In order for it to work, we must be willing to conclude the process and connect with the Creator who works with us directly. Therefore, through the name Yod-Chet-Vav, we seek to surrender to the light of the Creator, to transcend and open our eyes and heart to His will. As you can see, working with the 72 names of God touches all areas of life and help us make deep spiritual transformations so that we can fill our vessels with light and abundance and fulfill ourselves in the world. If you are interested in studying the subject of the 72 names in depth and receiving significant spiritual lessons, I recommend my book, 72 Sessions with the Soul. The link to purchase through my website appears below this video. So, thank you for being with me and see you in the next videos.